Hello friends, Satyendra here, and in this video let's model this part in AutoCAD 3D. But before this, let's understand some basics for AutoCAD 3D. So the first thing is the drawing template. So you have different type of templates here. This is for 2D and this is for 3D when you have English unit, and when you have metric unit you go for AutoCAD ISO 3D. So I have metric unit, so I'll go with this. And here you should always check your workspace. You should always have 3D modeling workspace. Then the next thing is you should always have parallel view for better snapping. Check your OSnap setting. You should have object snap and 3D object snap selected. Now this exercise is very helpful for absolute beginners. So please pay attention. And if you haven't subscribed to the CADx yet, then please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now let's open the drawing. So this is the drawing, and to model this part we will use these commands. These commands include 2D and 3D commands. Now to start the part in AutoCAD 3D, you must understand the concept of sketching plane in AutoCAD 3D. And to understand this, you must observe your grids, which is your sketching plane. So our sketching plane is always XY plane, and now this sketching plane is onto the top plane. So whenever we try to draw something on top plane, we should have this orientation. Now if you want to draw something on your right plane, then you must change your sketching plane from top to right. Now see, this is your right plane and your XY plane is laying on your right plane. Similarly, if you want to draw something on your front plane, then you must change your sketching plane to front. Now you see, this is your front plane and your XY plane is onto the front plane. And to go back to your default orientation, just select UCS world and it will come back to your default orientation. So this was the concept of sketching plane in AutoCAD 3D. Now let's start the part. So in AutoCAD 3D, you can build a part with different approach. You can create all the features in the same location to build a part, or you can create all the features separately in different locations and you can bring it together to build a part. So I'll be using both the methods simultaneously and you will understand this easily in coming session. So let's get started. So now you understand the concept of sketching plane, and I'll be creating this base feature first, and these are the dimensions to create it. And for this I need top sketching plane, so I'm already there in top sketching plane. Now let's start with circle. Draw a circle of dia 60, D enter, 60 enter. Now go with press pull. Select the circle and extrude it up to 140. Change the visual style. Now the next feature is this feature, and these are the dimensions to create it. And for this I need a front sketching plane, so let's change to front. Press F6 to switch off the grid. Now go with circle with radius 20. Now line from this quadrant, this side, it will be 50. Downwards it will be 40. Now you close it. Go with trim. Select this line and this line as a reference and trim this portion. Now press pull. Select this, extrude up to 60, 27, 27 and 6. Now I'll move it from this point to the center of this cylinder, somewhere here. Now once again move downwards. Downwards it is 30 and I'll delete this. Now the next feature is this feature in the same sketching plane, and these are the dimensions to create it. So let's start with circle of dia 50. Line from this quadrant, this side 100, downwards 50, and now you close it. Go with press pull. Select this circle. This side it will be 20 and again this side it will be 20. Once again press pull. Select this section, this side 15 and this side 15. Now move these two portions from this mid to the center of this cylinder, somewhere here. Once again move downwards. It is 25. Now the next feature is this rib in the same sketching plane, and these are the dimensions to create it. So I'll use the old sketch. I'll go with line from this point downwards 65. This side it will be 30, then this side 10, and then tangent of the circle. So press and hold Ctrl key and use right click to access this menu and select tangent of the circle. Now extend this line and then go with press pull. Select this section, this side it is 5 and this side it is 5, totally 10. Now move it from the mid, this mid, to the center of the cylinder. So Ctrl and right click, center, and move it like this. Now all add material features are done. Now let's unite it. U and I. Select all the features and enter. So now it is a single feature. Now all add material features are done. Now I'll go with remove material feature. So first I'll create this cutout. But before this, press F6 to switch on your dynamic UCS, which will allow you to create your section on any surface without shifting the sketching plane. So press F6 to switch on the dynamic UCS. Now I'll go with circle. On this surface, I'll select this center. The dia is 46. De-enter 46, enter. Now go with press pull. Select this section, negative direction, and it's done. Now the next feature is this cutout. So circle, select this surface, center, dia is 28. So de-enter 28, enter, press pull. Select this, negative direction, and done. Now the next feature is this cutout. Again circle, this surface, center, dia is 20, press pull, select this, negative direction, and done. Now the last cutout is this cutout here and here, and for this I'll go with line onto this top surface, this surface, from the mid of this surface. So I'll go with center, this surface, I'll select this mid, this side it will be 3, this side you can take any value. We should go out of this, so I'll take 100, then 6, then again 100, and I'll close it. Now I'll join it, all these lines, this segment and this segment. Now go with press pull, select this section and drag it down. It should come out of the material. Now go with subtract, this body, enter, and this body, enter. Now delete all unwanted sketches. And your part is done.